Next up on our team preview list will be the Los Angeles Chargers. This team has absolutely stacked itself, and we're going to choose the top tier guys on this offense for your fantasy football drafts. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Los Angeles Chargers team preview. Guys, before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetJustD. Also, don't forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91. And guys, if you want more, better DFS, betting, and fantasy football advice, get into that Patreon link down below. Right now, we're going to tone down on the betting a little bit. We're going to be focusing on the fantasy football content. So coming up will be the rankings. So if you want to sign up, you'll get my rankings, QB, RB, wide receiver, tight end. That's that's all that matters. If you want defense and kicker, we don't care about defense and kicker. All right. So let me know in that comment section down below. All right. Now, the first guy we're going to key into on the Los Angeles Chargers is the guy that's going the highest. And right now, the person that's going at round 1, pick 6, is Austin Ekeler. He blew it up last year. Definitely took his game to a whole another level. But we need to take it with a grain of salt. Outstanding 2021. Let's look at it. 206 rushing attempts, 911 rushing yards. Mediocre yards per carry, but the bread and butter for Austin Ekeler is going to be in PPR leagues, and it's going to be the receptions. 70 receptions, 647 yards, 20 total touchdowns. Now, that is why you got to take it with a grain of salt, because that is a huge outlier. If we're looking at the previous years in 2020, 19, 18, and 17, he has never come close to 20 touchdowns. He had 2019, he had 11. That's another outlier. He had a downturn with 3. He usually struggles to get into the end zone, and then he just blew it out of the water in 2021 with 20 touchdowns. So that one, if you had the Austin Ekeler year, congratulations. But I don't think that is going to happen again. So if we're looking at this current ADP and we're looking at all the signs, we have Isaiah Spiller, who they drafted in the 4th round. And also, we have Austin Ekeler coming out being an advocate for himself for limiting touches, okay? He doesn't want that many touches so he can remain healthy. He wants to have a long-lasting career, which is smart, all right? Get another paycheck, all right? Get another contract, all right? Go be an outlier of a running back, okay? So he wants limited touches. We're going to see more touches for Isaiah Spiller, who they just drafted. So this current ADP at 6 is just a little bit too high, okay? I think so. I think Austin Ekeler finished RB2 last year. He's going to be on that back end, probably in that 7 to 10 range for this season, okay? The big boost for Austin Ekeler is always going to be the receptions, hands down. Look at the past 3 seasons, 70, 54, and 90. That's why you're getting Austin Ekeler, because he is a PPR back plus, especially in this offense. But that 20 touchdowns is not going to replicate in this season in 2022. So get him, but don't get him too high. All right. Number 2 on the list is probably the most important. Not probably. He definitely is the most important Los Angeles Charger, and that is Justin Herbert. No one seen this coming when he came out the draft, but this man has splashed onto the scene in 2021. He finished as QB2, and he is on a historical path. This quarterback here, Justin Herbert, he has the most passing yards ever in the first 2 seasons in NFL history with 9,350. He has the most passing touchdowns ever in the first 2 seasons with 69. And he has the most 300-yard games ever in the first 2 seasons with 17. This man is on a historical GOAT path that hasn't been seen before. It has not been seen before. He came through in his rookie year in splash, finished number 7 in fantasy points per game. Then in 2021, finished number 2. What do you think his trajectory is for this year? For all the weapons that they do have on this offense, the only thing that can stop him is injury. Justin Herbert is on a whole nother level. We can't fade him. His ADP is 44. You're getting him in round 4? Round 4? What? People are going to go for Josh Allen. And you can sit there. People are going to go for Josh Allen in round 2. And people are going to sit there. You could chill. You could build you 2 wide receivers, get you a running back. And then when it comes around, when I turn around on number in round 4, get you a number 1 quarterback. The number 1 quarterback in the whole league could be Justin Herbert this year. And that's not even with the rushing yards. He'll have half of what probably Josh Allen. Josh Allen will have like 600, 700 yards. Herbert still has that rushing ability to go with this almost 700-yard pass attempts. So it's this man, you have to go get him. I can't fade him. And that, oh my God. Justin Herbert is a must get. Go get him, okay? This man is on a huge trajectory. I didn't think it would happen, but the numbers say it all. The numbers say it all. Go get Justin Herbert. Next will be the wide receiver group. Who is Justin Herbert throwing to? And we got 2 guys. We got one a little bit later, but the guys we're gonna focus on right now, is gonna be Keenan Allen, and it's gonna be Mike Williams. So Mike, for Keenan Allen, we know what we're gonna get from him. All right, we know what we're gonna get from him. If we're looking at the numbers, 100 receptions, we're gonna get over 1,000 receiving yards, and we're gonna get 6, 7, 8 touchdowns. If we get 10, that is icing on the cake. All right. But the situation that you have here in Los Angeles is you have floor and you have ceiling. Mike Williams ceiling. You got floor, ceiling. Floor, ceiling. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Because they finished back-to-back in wide receiver 11, wide receiver 12 last year, and they're going at the same range in 2022. If I had the choice, I'm taking the ceiling every time. Because the floor, if anything, is just going to meet Keenan Allen's production. All right? It's going to finish like it did in 2021. Right behind him. But Mike Williams, he has that ceiling that could take it to a whole nother level. We thought we were going to get it. Look at his stats. We had over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. All of us thought we was going to get the over 1,000 yards and the over 10 TDs. He did. He had half of it in 2018. He had the TDs, 10 TDs, but he had less receiving yards. And then in 2019, he had the receiving yards, but had less TDs. Now, Justin Herbert came on the scene. He's putting everything together. The ceiling is going to be there for Mike Williams this year. That over 1,000 yards and the over 10 TDs is coming in 2022. So if I had a choice between floor and ceiling, I'm taking ceiling. Next on the list, the wide receiver core is not done with the Los Angeles Chargers. We have Josh Palmer here. Josh Palmer, not Jalen Guyton. No. What Josh Palmer has done is he has worked his way into the wide receiver room number 1. Okay, he's working with the ones now. Last year, he was splitting time with Jalen Guyton, becoming that number 4 wide receiver. And now in 2022, he has eclipsed him, and he is that 3rd wide receiver in that offense. We have a sleeper. Sleeper alert. Sleeper alert. We have him right here, guys. If we're looking at that finish in 2021, let's go to the game log. We see struggles in week 1 all the way down to week 14, okay? Technically week 13, all right? We have struggles. Something clicked, and they saw the potential in Josh. Josh Palmer always had the potential, okay? Always had the potential, but now Guyton was in his way. He has surpassed Guyton, and look at this stretch run between week 14 to 18. Yes, it was boom bust weeks, but this is a wide receiver 3 in a very, very high volume pass offense, okay? So you're going to get that. You're going to get that volatility there. So if we're getting boom weeks, I want top 20 boom weeks, and we got that, all right? We got 17 fantasy points in week 14. We got 15 fantasy points in week 16, and in week 18 we got 14.5. All of those are solid production. When you're looking at a wide receiver with ADP 142, are you kidding me? This is wide receiver 76. This is a deep sleeper who's going to get high production now because he's not getting limited snaps. All right, so those numbers you saw to finish the season, those were still limited snaps. This is the year in 2022 where he's going to be a starter. Okay, he is starting. He's going to get that snap share is going to go up. Those routes run is going to go up. His potential is going to go up. And if we're looking super late, round 12, 13, 14, Josh Palmer is just sitting there chilling. You're going to take him. Go get Josh Palmer. Last but not least, for the Los Angeles Chargers, is going to be that tight end position, which does have potential. If we look back, there is some upside in Gerald Everett, especially at his current ADP of 133, and he's moving up slowly and slowly. Maybe people are catching on, but he's still a deep sleeper. Finishes tight end 21, but he was on a different team last season. Let's look back at the tight end position for the Los Angeles Chargers in the previous years. Jared Cook was the tight end last year. Mainly the guy he was splitting with Donald Parham. Donald Parham is a sneaky guy in that red zone area that they tend to deploy in 2 tight end sets as well. But Jared Cook finished as number 17 or tight end 18 overall. Okay, so we had 8.3 fantasy points per game. If we go back to someone more talented, because Jared Cook is a veteran, okay? This is an older tight end there, but when they had someone with some upside, that was Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry finished with number 10 overall in fantasy points per game, 10.4 fantasy points per game to be exact, 60 receptions, 613 yards with 4 TDs. That's kind of similar to Cole Kmet. Who could be a sleeper tight end as well. So Gerald Everett has some upside of being a top 12, top 10 type of back end tight end. If you want to go super deep, have him as your tight end number 2. That option can be there. But they're going to be, I think there's better tight end 2s and deeper sleepers in that tight end position. So I do have to mention him, but I would sour my expectation on Gerald Everett, especially because my boy Donald Parham is there. Let's see if we can pull up Donald Parham really quick. Donald Parham, I've been waiting him for it to explode. I don't know why they went and got Everett. I think Parham's better, especially in the red zone areas. He's come down with some solid touchdown catches in his measurables. That's the key. 6'8", 240, all right? Watch out for him. He's going to be stealing snaps from Gerald Everett, I promise you, okay? So, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Also, follow me on TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon. All those links will be down below. Appreciate you guys. Continue to subscribe to the channel. We are, 950 right now. The goal is 1K. 1K will be the giveaway. Thank you for tuning in, and peace out.